Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, the place where we make fun of the morons we see out here on the road, a bit like this idiot who's so dense he could insulate a loft. Or this lemon slice who thinks it's fine and dandy to drive on the pavement just because there's a bit of traffic. He is to intelligence what a fishhook is to a maggot. Or maybe this pair of bellends like this one on the left who don't know what his wing mirrors are for, and this one who's filming who needs to do what his brain does and slow down a bit. Or what about this next Fruit Loop who for him the only time he's going to stop at a red light is when he's on a 4-day bender with his mates in Amsterdam. And then of course we got real wet fireworks like this van driver who are so slow it takes them 2 hours to watch a 60-minute movie. Now just admire the skill with this Darwin Award nominee as he achieves a perfect trifecta of being stupid, acting dangerously and thinking backwards all in one move. And of course in true toe rag fashion he's gone like a rat down a drain. This from Cool Cat, and nothing quite says, I still live at home with mum and dad and they make me go to bed with boxing gloves on every night to stop me spanking the monkey like Undertaking and slamming the anchors on for no reason at all. He's a real blunt axe, that one. On board with Baz and he's on his bike, as you can see, he's negotiating this roundabout, but not only that, he's got to deal with this Burke in the Merc who is to intelligence what a laxative is to someone suffering from dysentery. This from Ian M, and here we go, we got a new player on the block, the black Volvo SUV with the black wheels and the black windows from lane 3 to the slip road in 1. I don't know about black windows, but that plank's so dim he could develop his own photos in broad daylight. On board with Musa as he dodges the many low capacity drivers that he encounters throughout the day, and today's no exception to that rule, as matey who is unstable as an umbrella in a hurricane just pulls straight out. Well, this is Peckham, South East London, say no more. I came across this, but this was from last year. This is up in North Wales on the A55. He's on the wrong side of the dual carriageway. He's actually 3 times over the limit. What's truly amazing for me is that this brainless wretch managed to get this far without actually injuring anybody. I don't know what punishment he got, but in my opinion, it should be a bit of time in prison and definitely a lifetime ban. I like the way the police deals with him. He just drags him out and gets him straight on the floor in cuffs where he belongs. I'll put the link for the news article relating to this down below in the description. Okay, now what do you get if you cross a fruit that's used to make jam with a driver who's a real bookless library in a German car? You get a plum in a Porsche who thinks he's on the Nürburgring. That's exactly what you get. Now nothing quite says, I hang around public toilets and ask random strangers to touch me in my special place, like driving a stolen Mercedes into the back of the car and then fleeing the scene of the accident. If brains were sand, that lot couldn't fill an egg timer. This from Rob B. Now just have a look at this low capacity special needs driver here. I mean, it ain't rocket science, is it? A 3-year-old could follow directions on Google Maps or Waze or SatNav or something. Can you imagine this lot 40 years ago trying to drive with maps? That helmet there is as mentally switched on as a fridge in a power cut. Then we got this little convoy of confusion. I ain't got a clue what's going on here. This truck's tailgate in a car was doing about 30 miles an hour on a national speed limit road. Have a look at this mug, what's merging from the left in this transit. Well, he's not so much merging, he's purging. Yeah, purging his brain of any common sense and intelligent action. Look at this. How'd you just move right without looking to see if there's a car there? Hallucinogenic, recreational substances and driving do not mix. Now just watch what this recovering alien abduction survivor does. Look, over the other side of the single white line, brow of the hill, poor visibility. Why would you do that? That right there should be a lifetime ban. I like to give good value for money. That's why you get 2 idiots in one clip. Buy one, get one free. First one's this one in the puke green car there, look. Just pulled straight out, and then the other one's just parking on the roundabout there. They're both as confused as a pair of pigeons trying to do algebra. Right, now this is where we're at, evolution-wise. Black and white arrows. White arrow on a blue background telling you which way to go, but that ain't enough for Captain Clueless there. Just before he was born, God shouted out, who wants a brain? And he thought he said a train. He said, I'm in no rush, I'll take a slow one. Okay, so we got this from Stuziekins. As you can see, he's sitting patiently waiting at this red traffic light, along with matey in the red BMW there. And now we've got a donut in a white van who's as dim as a blackout curtain, for whom red lights and good life choices are just not for him, really. What a plank. Right, for those that still ain't got dash cams and they want one, here's your chance. Go down in the description down below, click on the link, use promo code RM15 at the checkout, get yourself a Road Angel dash cam and save yourself 15%. Here, have a look at this. I haven't got a clue how this happened, but what I do know is I would not like to be in the position of this driver. You'll see it in a second. Possibly got it up the arse and spun round because he's sitting in the carriageway there with the back bumper hanging off. Imagine that. 1 minute you're driving along, sucking on a Werther's Original, listening to Barry Manilow, Bermuda Triangle. Next minute you're stuck on a 3-lane carriageway facing the wrong way. And you get things like this happen. Look, how do you not see a row of stationary vehicles in front of you? What are you doing? Here's another one from Rob B, and this just goes to prove that people do not look further than the front of their bonnet. Me personally, when I'm driving, I'm just not watching the car in front. I'm watching what the car in front of that one's doing, and also trying to see a long way up the road to see what's happening up there. This from Summer, and have you ever wondered what the real reason is why we have double white lines and chevrons painted on the road? Well, I'm going to tell you. What it's for is so that massive Joe Blunts in red Audis can prove that they're a backwards dimwit and are as useful to society as a pair of socks is to a fish. Here's Michael going round and roundabout. It's a thing that most of us do at some point throughout the day, but what we don't do is get stoved in the side by an absolute simpleton. We need to see the slow-mo. Here we go. Here comes a cretin here in the black car. Look, brain working as well as a chocolate fire guard, speeding and going too fast, obviously, overcooks it, mounts the grass verge. I don't even know how you do that, right? And that's where it's Michael in the side. Game over. Driving just isn't for some people. That's all there is to it. End of. On board with Glenn, and as you can see, we've got a driver here who's more inbred than hot salt beef. They don't know what giveaway line's for, and they certainly don't know how to pull out into a busy road. But in all fairness, the giveaway line is like that driver. Not as bright as it used to be and not all there. Here we go, Vin Diesel wannabe. It ain't so much Fast and Furious, it's more like the Slow and the Oblivious, isn't it? I mean, look at this knobhead, drifting your van round a roundabout on a public road. Here we are on board with Man of Bromley, and he's behind one of Transport for London's finest regulated private hire vehicles, driven by one of their low-capacity, smooth-brained morons. And because he's as mentally precise as a toddler with a paintball gun, what does he do? He overtakes in the zigzag area and over the zebra crossing. That's exactly what he does. One thing I do want to say is that we can all be thankful that all these drivers are regulated and controlled to make sure that they're competent and safe while carrying members of the public. Watch this gimp in the little red Fiat, another one who's got the attention span of a snowman in a sauna. Well, we'd definitely be driving a bit more careful in future because the person who sent me the clip told me that the Space Cadet did receive an NIP from the police. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, I'll put a smile on your face. Please hit that little like and subscribe button down below because it really does help me out. If you ain't done it already, that is. Thank you very much. Right, let's have a look at some two brain cell dimwits. Right, first out the gate, we've got this numped in. If you're going to carry your bike on the rack on the back of the car, make sure it's secure, yeah? Here's another little clip from Musa, just stopping at these red traffic lights here. The little boy on the left goes to walk across while the little red man's still up on the traffic lights there, but it wouldn't have made no difference because the gimp on the bike just goes straight through the red traffic light, nearly takes him out. Right, here we go. Another warning of why you always drive slow in very built-up residential areas. Ease up and be careful. It's from Eddie's and someone isn't paying attention. He kisses the back of the car, and as you know, if it's nice, we play it twice. Here comes the half-wit now. Look at that shirt. I mean, that shirt's a massive red flag. But unfortunately, he's still looking at the car. He's just turned to look forward and now he just eats turtle wax and black paint. What is it with these dunces not looking where they're going? Here we go. He's got his American Marines helmet on. It must be part of basic training. Well, it's not. It's part of basic face plant. Eat dirt, soldier. Here we go, knob of the week. Film me. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself look like a massive Joe Blunt. Here he goes. Square pegs don't go into round holes, but red faces go into brick and dirt. That's exactly what they do. You're going to like this. Typical sap on an e-scooter. Don't pay attention to anything until it pays attention to him. Ivy's low IQ. Now, I know this clip was in last week's video, but I had quite a few people in the comments complaining that they didn't actually get to see the guy faceplant into the snow because of all the crap what comes up on the end screen there near the end of the video. So there's a massive helmet identifying as an ostrich, was just gone to the North Pole and fully burying his head in the snow. Right, that's it for this one, you lucky lot. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I'll put a playlist up there on the right if you want to watch some more of me videos. I'm only 300 short of 30,000 subscribers, thanks to you fantastic lot. And I promise to you, once I get to 100,000 subscribers, I will come on here wearing nothing but a pair of Speedos and sing and dance the Macarena. So get subscribing, and everyone who knows me knows that I will do it. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!